Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, I will explain about compound sentences, which is part of the use of grammar in academic context. A compound sentence is two or more independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction or a semicolon. So, a compound sentence is like two or more simple sentences added together. A compound sentence does not contain any dependent clauses. For example, I like coffee. Mary likes tea. Become I like coffee, and Mary likes tea. Mary went to work. John went to the party. I went home. Become Mary went to work, but John went to the party, and I went home. Our car broke down. We came last. Become our car broke down, marks. We came last. And then we move to joining compound sentences with coordinating conjunction. Usually, we join independent clauses with one of the 7 coordinating conjunctions. They are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Or it can be called fanboys. The most common of these coordinating conjunctions are and, but, and or in that order. Note that a comma must come before the coordinating conjunction except when the clauses are short, in which case the comma is optional. The first compound sentences with coordinating conjunction is and. The and conjunction is the most common conjunction. It has several uses. First one is we use and to join two clauses that have equal value. For example, London is in England and Rome is in Italy. These two clauses explain location of London and Rome. And then we use and to join two clauses when the second clause happens after the first clause. For example, there was a big bang and the lights went on. So the lights went on after there was a big bang. And then we use and to join two clauses when the second clause is a result of the first clause. For example, he went to bed early and the next day he felt better. Yesterday he went to bed early, so the next day he felt better. And then we have but conjunction. We use the but conjunction to introduce a clause that contrasts with the preceding clause. For example, Mary ran fast, but she couldn't catch John. Another example, I would have passed the exam, but I didn't study enough. Or, we use the or conjunction to join two alternative clauses. For example, will Mary go or will John go? Another example, I will have a week in Rome or I will go to Paris for 3 days. And then we have nor. We use the nor conjunction to join two alternative clauses when the first clause uses a negative such as neither or never. In this case, both clauses are untrue or do not happen. For example, Mary never wrote the letter, nor did she call him. Note the inversion of the subject and auxiliary, did she. Another example is, there are no eggs in the fridge, nor is there any bread in the cupboard. The next conjunction is for. We use the for conjunction, or meaning something like because, to join two clauses when the second clause is the reason for the first clause. For example, he felt cold, for it was snowing. Another example is, I cannot criticize him, for he is my brother. So because he is my brother, I cannot criticize him. Another conjunction is yet. The yet conjunction is similar to but. It means something like but at the same time, but nevertheless, but in spite of this. As with but, there is a contrast between the clauses. For example, I have known him for a long time, yet I have never understood him. The pain was really bad, yet he refused to see a doctor. And the last one is so. The so conjunction means something like therefore and for this reason. We use so to join two clauses when the first clause is the reason for the second clauses. For example, he was feeling sick, so he went to the doctor. The cinema was sold out, so we watched a movie on TV. And then we move to joining compound sentences with semicolons. Occasionally, we join independent clauses with a semicolon. Like a coordinating conjunction, a semicolon is used to link to independent clauses that are related. For example, we have, my dog Snickers is beautiful, semicolon marks. He has gorgeous eyes and looks like he is always smiling. Sadly, the semicolon does a lot of work in this example. Without stating it overtly, the semicolon tells us that there is a link between the dog's beauty and the parts of its face being described in the second clause. We could rewrite the first example into this way. My dog Snickers is beautiful, and he has gorgeous eyes and looks like he is always smiling. The last example is a perfectly viable compound sentence, and it has almost the same meaning as the first example. Yet, one would argue that the semicolon in the first example does a better job of linking the clauses together and creating a smoother flow. Another example is, he studied very little, semicolon marks. He failed his exams. And the sky is cloudy, semicolon mark. It is going to rain. The last one is, Ram cut the grass, semicolon marks. Ati trimmed the hedge, semicolon mark. And Tara watched it. And that's all. Thank you. Sorry for the mistake. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.